All right, yo. So this is just gonna be us kind of breaking down some film of a super high level team and basically just trying to, you know, watch what they do and then implement a lot of, just the movements and the timing and trying to put that into what we're trying to do, really. Because this is like a top tier team, and obviously that's what we want to do. That's what we want to be. So the way that we move is going to be really important, really really big. Um, Day Fry, obviously one of the best centers to play the game is he's super vocal. The whole team is vocal, but he says things throughout the possession. Like for example, he'll say like they'll be talking in the middle of the possession, but towards the end of the possession, they want to clear comms and they just want the lockdown in the center talking to each other, and that's just the reason for that is just because you don't want everybody talking towards the end of possession. You want clear communication because those are the two guys that are really trying to get you that stop, and they need to be clearly communicating with each other. If they're good, if they need to, if the big needs to step, all that. So they're playing the Warriors point guard CB13 gets paid. CB and I mean it's just a solid team that they're running with Kina, and then they got Splash and Dayfry, two top dudes.
I said the name with Keena, bro, is like Keena likes like he said he passes early, he scores later in the game. If that makes sense.
Like you could hear it right away. So like as this game's starting, like Dayfry already talking to his teammates. He's like, "Yo, the way their point guard likes to play is he passes early and he looks for his buckets later in the game." Like he already knows that.
Like try to manipulate the pick and roll shit. Just you and Foley gotta talk a lot.
I'm taking your cut. So what? Squad.
7-2, Josh. 6-8.
So Splash, the corner's gonna take Splash's cut. We're gonna talk about this press in a second when they get into it. When they get into it. Quick stop by Splash. So they're pressing now. This is how it works. You got the lock and Splash are up right now. The lock and Splash are up. This guy right here is kind of like floating. I don't know what the hell he's doing, but the lock and Splash are pressing CB, and they kind of want to get the ball out of his hands, is what it looks like. But it's really important that Splash, like this guard right here, the point guard has to know where the hash is, because eventually he's gonna have to release to the hash. Now, Dayfry, the center, is gonna play that hash.
I'm left.
Oh, he's just communicating. He's gonna have to play the hash for now. He cut through. So you see Splash was over here, then he released. Okay, and then this is their other big that always guards the center. Like he starts in the corner and then he goes to the center afterwards. Always. So let's just see it at full speed.
I'm left.
Yeah, so they just ended up pointing him off, but this is the guy that always takes the center every possession. There's some more clean ones. I'm gonna wait for the cleaner ones to show.
Slow.
It's another good set they run. They throw the ball in, and like they didn't get to it on this play, but the point guard will throw it to the center at the top. The other hash will cut, and then it gives the point guard all this space over here to like dex and do stuff like that. So they fouled on that though. Quick stop.
You can foul Black.
Fouled him. Contested shot. These guys got a bucket, so now we should be able to see the press. Now this guy's like kind of late. This happens sometimes though, right? follow to bounds, you shoot a shot from the corner, you're not there right away, whatever the reason is. These three got to talk to handle it, right? Because it's two. Think about it. We're not giving anything up. There's two people here, right? So it's 2-on-2 basically right now.
Watch Walnut, yeah.
Now he ran this way. Dayfry's waiting on this. I'm assuming what's gonna happen right here. I haven't seen it, but he's probably gonna take this. Yeah. So he released him. He released him. He would take the center. He fell, and then Splash takes this, right? And then Dayfry's playing the corner. It might take us some reps to get used to it. And they both crash. Rebounding is so big in this game. And like, just a tip offensively, like this is pretty much for me, but you know, I'm seeing like almost every play, Splash is coming up the floor, he's wrapping the hash through to the other side, and then he's getting to a ball screen with Dayfry. And sometimes he runs two-man game.
Just play. That's fine.
It's really important to, like, in transition, we can't give up threes. Like, those guys they got to the three-point line, made him take the two, just to limit the damage, right? Like, they already fucked up. Like, now you just got to minimize the damage.
Bubble, when you get blood, just bubble. Good deep black. Barely. What you did? Shot boy, cross flash. I got beast move. We right. Let's pass the walnut. I'm on this. Push him right. Back. I'm here. That's a fuck, whatever. That's fine. Just don't reach. Once you get back those doors, don't reach.
Like, let's just run this one back.
Right.
So now they're running it. They're in it again. If I'm this guy, like, I gotta know always where that hash is, right? And then whoever's playing this spot right here, you just, like, you're kind of playing two. Like, realistically, you have to play two. Sometimes the lock will play the center pass for a little bit, but you're just trying to fuck with them, really. Like, watch Dayfry right here. He's staying, and now, like, he's kind of bumped. Splash has bump on him, and he could play that center pass as he's bumped. They're going to throw it up, right? Ooh, okay, he didn't throw it all. But now he's open. This guy, this corner is always getting to him, right? This guy, probably going to be an inside center. He's going to run, right? Dayfry is going to go down, and Splash is going to release, and then the lock takes the ball, right? Every time. Okay? The timing is really important. Like, you can't fuck the timing up.
Once you get back those doors, don't reach. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Wrap. Let's see what Splash is trying to do. Using his shooting guard pretty well.
Left, right.
And then here they go again. He's yelling at, like, Dayfry's yelling at this guy, the side every time, like what side to go to, because he wants him on the paired up side. So, like, our hash, whoever that is, like whoever's playing hash for our team at that time, he's gonna be on the single side. You know, and then we're gonna have these two. It might be like, yeah, it should be Cole and Denny, either or. Like, Cole would be down here, Denny's here, or vice versa. It doesn't really matter. But one of them's guarding the pick and roll, so he runs up, and now he's guarding PNR. He's playing the corner on a 7-2. Let's see, right, and then, you know, just basic rotation right here. He's being really smart. Like, none of his energy is going towards the basket. He's going straight to his rotation. He gets a jump. It says open, but, like, they're rushed right now. Like, that's not, like, he probably didn't feel comfortable shooting that. It's just all about moving and trusting each other. It's really important everybody knows what to do because we can hold each other accountable that way.
I'm gonna get out of here. Watch the blitz. Yeah.
Splash got stuck a little deep.
Watch the reach. Yeah. Bonus two. Shit. Gotcha. I'm gonna set one though. Try to disguise a little bit.
So they go 2-man game like with the hash and splash, and then Dayfrost just said like he's gonna set one screen just to kind of make it look like he's trying to set it, and then he's gonna slip, which is really smart. So now he's gone. Splash is coming off, and like they're confused. Like these two are confused. Look at this. This guy comes up to it and he's in a good spot, right? But like that's a tap pass, and like that's a wide open shot. Gotta stop coming down, just running the PNR basic.
Watch center. Yep.
Okay, so like right now he's playing 2 over here, and they're crowded together. He threw it to him. He has to take it. Yeah, he's running away. He's running away. He shouldn't have ran. He should have just stepped right away and took it. Right, then they release.
Stay up, Paulo. Don't chase that.
I'm back on set. I'm here.
Leave it. Watch beast move.
Now they're good. He's playing weird and like trying to play a sweet spot. He missed. That's open. But like they're they're just rushed. They got the other team rushed right now. They don't really know what's open, what's not. Like they're kind of just crumbling right there. Like wrap again. He uses that pullback move really well. That's a tough shot.
Watch center black. Yeah, you see it.
So now we see it. The point guard, they're jammed up right now. They're really jammed up because the point guard's going to the same side as the hash, and then the only responsibility of Splash is to get to this hash player. Like that's his only job. This guy right here who's playing this has to take this guy, right? If he was to cut right now, he would take it. He would take that. Splash is gonna go.
Release Splash.
Yeah, he started to wrap through that, and then that would have been Splash.
Watch his wall back.
They go PNR. He's yelling out already early. Triangle my wing. Like you got to take the middle of the floor away. We got to do a better job of that. Like whether you're the lock, whether you just get caught on the ball. Like if the ball is, I would say like probably this is the line for it right now. Like if he was any further over, you don't have to triangle it. I mean you can as long as you talk and commit to it. But like anything on this, like you guys see where the mouse is. This side of the half, like this box should be triangled. Like if the guard's over here, you could triangle this. He's calling it early. Triangle my wing. Okay, they get in an ISO. Wow, so then he hits a 30 in his face, but that's great defense.
George, you gotta get to that pace sooner though. I shouldn't have to be down there. You good though.
Let's see it. And then Dayfrost said that he was late. He was late coming to the lane, like to the paint. So let's see it. It was different. It was earlier in the possession. So let's just see it.
Watch center black. Yeah, you see it.
Because he's supposed to go. Let's see what he does.
Release Flash.
So he's up. Oh, he took his corner.
Watch his wall back.
Yeah, I don't really know what he's talking about, but that's fine.
Go.
Threw it to him. They usually have one guy going under and one guy going over. I don't really know the comm for it, but
No way. Flash him left.
let's see it.
I got center right now.
sometimes like if the center hangs around, like instead of waiting back here for him, like go get him.
Alright.
You know what I mean? Like there shouldn't be an easy pass to throw. He's reaching. He's kind of out of position. He'll have to play too as that guy goes over. Yeah, it's smarter to do it this way. So like if you are this center right here and you see a hash open and this guy has to play too, like it's not a tough spot right now, but you're going to leave the center pass. You're going to leave the center pass because it buys you more time, right? If he throws it here, this corner guy is going to end up taking it if he goes to the rim. Dayfry's going to take his corner, like if that guy slides down, which he would, and then it just gives splash time to get to the hash. So we're okay with this pass. Like, boom, they throw it there. They're okay, right? Now he's coming up. They're going to play PNR defense. Right? They're playing it. You guys, and if the ball's on the wing, again, you could talk a triangle. You could let it die. It's just about talking. Like, it doesn't matter how you want to play it. Just as long as you talk and everyone's on the same page. Wing.
I got beast move. I'm left. Yo. Watch the Barcelona.
So, yeah. Like, I would say you could play the center pass. Like, if I'm playing point guard right here and, like, he's bumped, I could, and I'm, hanging around with the center for a second, I got to release the center right around here, and I got to start changing my angle to take this away. Because the longer, like, if the splash was to reach right here and get out of position, then he's got to get back to the hash in rotation, and he's just putting himself further and further away, if that makes sense. So let's see. You got a foul, but
Hey, follow. He don't rush up the court like that. I'm left. Stay right, Black. Right here, right corner, Black.
and they're talking to each other, bro. Like this is what I really want Denny or whoever it is guarding the pick and roll as the center be like, yo, I have your wing or I have your middle. I have your wing or I have your middle. Like don't even say I got your left or I got your right. Like it's better to say, wing or middle. So the lock knows how to take it away and we're on the same page.
It's alright, we go. Just keep playing defense. We go. Cut black.
He's calling early cuts. You got to be careful because he did blitz that. Now he's got to play too. See what he's gonna do. Through it. Nah, he's in rotation with Splash and him.
Talk to me, Splash. Fuck this game.
He's a little patient on that. They're just a little late. We'll just watch the end of this quarter and then we'll finish it off. He's showing he went. That's a big steal, man, because he dropped off, and normally like locks aren't really supposed to drop and play the lanes. Like,
What do you get back, boy? What do you get back, follow?
Like the way we want to play it, I don't think we want our locks like dropping out. Like we got to play more disciplined, right? These guys have more free reign because they're more like a little bit more experienced in it.
Oh wait.
It's a big rebound. That gold worm popping up. Oh, let me see what he hit.
So I'm just holding it right there because, like I said, they have to foul it.
Wow.
Come on, Splash, you fucking shot. Come on, I'm left. Watch the wrap, y'all.
He's playing that. He could have reached. I mean, he's just here to really like. He's not really there necessarily to reach. He jumped at that, or he right sticked it. I can't tell.
Go, George.
Yep. They just trust each other.
Come on, boy. Another stop. We're right.
Like right now, you could feel the energy on this team. See, these guys are they're confused right now. This dude right here, he's got to be guarding this. He's got to be guarding this. They want him on the single side every time. They want Day Fry in the center or the 4 on the same side because that's just so toxic to play against every time. He sees it. He tries to play the lane on it. He stays home. They end up making something happen out of it, but
Come on, bro. Come on. Again, bro. Nothing. Again, bro.
pretty crazy. They got a lot of momentum right now.
I got blue sword. Get me sword.
Left, Black. Yo, take that center pass, Black. I got your winter.
Yup. You can send it back. Go, George.
Like he's telling him like, cause you're outmanned, right?
I got blue sword. Get me
So
sword.
somebody has to play too. So sometimes they're not letting them make the same pass over and over again, right? So like he's saying play the center pass. He's telling him to play the center pass, right? Because look, nobody's there yet. Nobody's in this corner, so he could just play the center pass for now until these two get up the floor,
You can send it back.
right?
Go, George.
As the center goes, he's moving. It's simple, right? Release, drop corner. He just takes the corner.
Go, George.
CB stops and like nobody stops the ball, so they get fucked up on that. But I think we get the gist of it. It's pretty much like communication is key, talking is key, being on the same page, and then trusting your teammates that you got to move, and then just knowing your job. Like you have to know what your job is and you got to execute it. All right.